Hello, everybody. Welcome out to podcast number 477. We're going to talk today about construction entrances. Stay with us.
This is the Elevate Construction Podcast, delivering remarkable content for workers, leaders, and companies in construction wanting to take their next step. Get ready to step out of your comfort zone with Jason Schroeder as he encourages you to do better, live a remarkable life, and expect more. Let's go.
Welcome, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I am driving in Jacksonville, Florida to work, and I'm in the vehicle. I hope that I'll be able to denoise this before I publish it for everybody. If not, please be patient. It'll take me a couple of days, and I'll go through this podcast with you right now. So, I want to talk about construction entrances. This might not sound like a very interesting podcast topic, but it is for me, and I'll tell you why. It's the thing that triggers everyone on site. What level of behavior they should have, what level of care they should have for the rest of the project. So let me tell you a story really briefly. I was going in, this was Springfield, Illinois. I was going through a Starbucks drive-through to get a non-coffee vanilla steam creamer drink thingy and some little egg sandwich thingies for Liam, who was with me at the time. And there was a bollard in front of the window, in front of the drive-through window, that had probably no less than 300 stickers on it. And I was looking at it. It was kind of fun and progressive and hip and cool. And I don't know, it was just kind of an interesting thing that caught my mind. I took a number of pictures of it and I said, Liam, do you know why that happened? And he was like, well, somebody asked them to put stickers on there. And I was like, well, kind of, but really it was one person put a sticker on there and then another and another and another. And when they were not removed, it was a signal that that's what people were to do. And so there were McDonald's order stickers on there. There were stickers of all different kinds on there. There were company stickers on there, all kinds of stickers. It just became this thing that people did because they were invited to do so by the habits of the people that were there before, and by the fact that the Starbucks allowed it to happen. Now, it wasn't a bad thing, so don't get me wrong. Like, I think it was kind of fun that the owner or the ownership or the manager just let that happen because people probably thought that was fun to come bring stickers. But it did happen because somebody was invited to do it, and because then people were allowed to do it, and by leaving it there, they were given express permission. And that's the way, I thought that was a really neat analogy. That's the way it happens on construction sites. When there's a beautiful entrance, that's an invitation to do beautiful things. And then if there's not a mess, that's because the project team does not allow there to be a mess. So it comes from an invitation and permission, just like the stickers. And I was going through a really beautiful construction project the other day. I don't mind telling you, it was a DPR project. And when going through so real quick, I was driving safely, but I stopped and I took pictures of this project site because it was so beautiful. And when I say beautiful, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, Jason is being crazy again. I'm not. No, I mean, like, the entrances here were absolutely gorgeous. So let's cover that for just a minute, what your entrances should look like and how that affects the work on site. Just like bathrooms, the way we keep our entrances is a trigger for how people should take care of those or take care of the rest of our project. And it's a huge consideration. It's absolutely fantastic. So I'm thinking about a picture of an entry gate, the worker gate, and on that gate there COVID-19 precautions, the general rules, any notices from the owner, And there's also a sign that says entrance. It has it in English and in Spanish. And it also has a check-in notice sign, and they're all formatted and beautiful. The board is hung up on the fence with a screen on the inside, which is where it should be. This screen is taut, and the board is straight, and it's clean and clear, and all signage is laminated and equally spaced. And then when you open up the gate is nice, and the signage to the right of the gate is nice and beautiful, and there are QR codes that make it easy for the workers to queue in and to fill out their questionnaire for COVID-19. And I will say that the fence is straight. The tops of the posts are all evenly cut to where they don't stick up too high, and the fence looks really, really beautiful. And so imagine that as I'm explaining that to you, and see if that's not a site that you would take care of when you went to work as a worker. Now, as thinking of another gate, and they're all labeled, so it's C1, C2, C3. So this is a C2 gate. The entrance is swept. There's an opening there where you have the SWIP protection, the rock, I think they call it the rock. Gosh, I can't remember. I used to do this 2 years ago. I don't know why I can't remember. But anyway, the rock stabilization, right? The trackout pad. Yeah, thank goodness. Anyway, so they have 3-inch minus rocks. It's nice and organized. It's still good enough to get rid of the dust and grime and dirt on the tires. The inside is stabilized, nice and beautiful. The entrance, there's not a single piece of trash. There's 2 porta potties there in case somebody needs to use them, and the sliding gate is absolutely in beautiful working order. And then another one where the main entrance is, where there's a queuing station. There's a little guard station there with a guard, perfectly swept. The inside has the trackout pad and is completely stabilized. There's a DPR sign, an American flag. There's not a single speck of dust or dirt on the actual roadway. And then there's a sign saying thank you to the workers. It is so beautiful and pristine. I could literally imagine a power company or a government building having an entrance that nice looking. And so as I look at it, the signs are clear, the wayfinding is clear, it's inviting, and the standards of care are clearly communicated, so much to the point that I stopped and took pictures of this. So they're inviting people to be clean, and they're signaling what they will and will not tolerate by the conditions of the project site. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And so even though this little podcast, 8 minutes, is only right now talking about the condition of entryways, and it might not seem like an interesting topic, I do want to say that the entryway of your building, the first or the office or the lobby or the entryway to your building, did I already say that? Yeah, no, to the office, sorry. The entryway to your actual construction project office, and especially the entryway to your construction project, will signal the care that workers are supposed to take. And if we can really get that right, then everything else will be not perfect, but it will be a lot easier, and you will be able to better maintain operational control. On we go.
Please join us next time in elevating the entire construction experience for workers, leaders, and companies coast to coast. If you're enjoying the show, please feel free to share with your construction colleagues and help us spread the word by rating, subscribing, and